when you think about it, there's no real sensible reason why, if we have an angle here and we have an opposite side and an adjacent side and a hypotenuse, why it would be particularly special to do the opposite over the hypotenuse. Why don't we just do the hypotenuse over the opposite instead? Why do we do the adjacent over the hypotenuse? Why not do the hypotenuse over the adjacent? Why do we do the opposite over the adjacent? Why not do the adjacent over the opposite? And the fact is that we do all 6 actually. So you already know the name of 3 of them. This is sin x, this is cos x, and this is tan x. And now you're learning the names of 3 more. This is cosec x, this is sec x, and this is called cot x. And because the relationship between them is reciprocal, they're called reciprocal trig functions. So cosec x is 1 over sin x, sec x is 1 over cos x, and cot x is 1 over tan x. So they're called reciprocal trig functions because they're the reciprocals of the trig functions. And to remember which is which, look at the third letter. So the third letter of cosec is S, and the first letter of sine is S. Third letter of sec is C, first letter C. Third letter T, first letter T. So in our first example, well, first let's move the 3 over. So 2 cosec x equals 3, and you'll get used to using these trig functions. Cosec x, or reciprocal trig functions rather, is 3 over 2. Now I look at that third letter is an S, so this is 1 over sine x. It's 1 over sine x, not 1 over sine x. That's very important. Not 1 over sine x. That makes no sense at all. No, 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 no. Okay, so 1 over sine x is 3 over 2. So therefore, turning them both upside down, reciprocating them both, sine x is 2/3. Next, let's move the 1 to the left and the cot x over the other side. So cot x is 5. Look at the third letter. Third letter is a t, so this is 1 over tan x is 5, and reciprocating both sides, tan x is 1/5. Lastly, I'm going to move the sec x over to that side. So that gives me sec x is -3. Look at that third letter. It's a c, so this is 1 over cosine. 1 over cos x is -3. Reciprocating both sides, cos x is -1/3. And the only reason that we bother going from the reciprocal trigs to the trigs is that the trig functions, you can use your calculator buttons to find the principal value. And for the reciprocal trig functions, you can't use your calculator. So we have to move from reciprocal over to normal trig, just so we can use our calculators.